Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to an episode of my F1 2019 Manager Career Mode here, Motorsport Manager, for round number 5 at the South African Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the previous one, then be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. A very good day in the office for Daniel Ricciardo, and so does that start the ignition of the Vettel v Ricciardo for this season? Probably not, because I think we clearly saw, finally, after giving Ricciardo the best car barring the engine, that's the only time he can really take the fight to, or has taken the fight to Vettel so far this season. So, in the spirit of, wanting to not bottle the championship and make sure we still do the best job we can, I'm going to give the gearbox back to Vettel. So Vettel will have the better gearbox and engine, and then everything else will be Ricciardo, and both of them are delighted and happy, so I can't really complain. The chemistry in the team is going to be good. No one's going to be complaining about the other guy, the other side of the garage. But before we head into South Africa, then the usual, having a look through the pit crew, we need to swap in a rear jack man, because this guy is bad. I don't remember hiring this dude, but we're going to fire him, because he's pretty useless, so fire pit crew there. Right, who can we do? Is anyone else good on the rear jack? This guy's 13. This guy's 15, actually, so let's swap him in. And then this guy, let's swap him in. Good on fixing, just in case. You never know. 18 here, swap him in for the 1.1. The 16, let's swap him in for the 17 there, 0.5. And then, actually, you know what? Ideally, I'm going to swap these two around, because I'd rather have a 0.5 on the tyre wear. Well, not the tyre wear, the changing of the tyre, but I have one less point there on the pit stop actual time there. Hiring new staff. Is there anyone worthwhile? Maybe this dude. This guy's rubbish. That guy, well, we don't need a front jack. 16 on the rear jack. Could keep him around there, so we'll keep these three around just in case, and we'll see how that goes. But we'll go through the emails then. Interviewed Sky. It's going to be about Ricciardo, I'm guessing. Quick pit stop. It was a mistake. I'm going to say you've done it. Yeah, you know what? Let's light some fire under his arse. Right, new gearbox, so we can continue on. I think we can do another iteration, actually, on this gearbox. So let's design a new part, not the engine, please. Another gearbox. We've got a great unlock now. So we can go 40 to the max, 20 to the max, and then 40 to the max even more. And that's going to be minus 15 reliability. That's not too bad, though. So that'll be a very, very decent gearbox there. It's gonna take some time, obviously, and it's gonna cost us 1.6 million. But we basically earned that in one race last time out, and we've got plenty of money flying about. And so to that effect, you know what? I might actually design a new building here, or upgrade a new building. We've got a brakes facility, so brakes will improve to epic. We could work on something like the front wing or the rear wing, but the thing is, we've not made any iterations on the wings anyway yet, so that probably should be the next thing we do, is a front wing after we've done this gearbox. But I want to continue on, because the gearbox, we are very much improving that quite well. But we've got a lot of cash flow. Obviously, this bodes well for next year's car, but it just also means we can keep on developing pretty much throughout this entire season, rather than having to save money at some later point. Right, going to work on the front wings and the suspension, actually. That's still a bit iffy. And also then the new gearbox that we've got. So I'll do 55, 8 days before. Hopefully does quite okay on the reliability side of things. Hopefully should be good enough to use, I would think. If we get to like 70%, that gearbox should be fine to use. Right, we've got Vettel with an email. I found a god, apparently. I've always felt like something was missing. So apparently he has plus 10 morale, plus 1 focus. I mean, whatever works for you, mate. I don't really care what you believe in. Whatever works for you. So we're going to move on then. I'll have a little check of the reliability here, because we're now a few days out from the next Grand Prix. So let's have a look here. 84, that's pretty good. 61%, 76, 75. So I think that gearbox just about should be fine and ready to use by the time we get to Cape Town. Here we go, 1 day to go. 76, let's remove these guys. One massive hit on that. Is that going to be enough? Stop giving me emails every bloody time. God. Right, where are we? Improve. What are we on? 88, there we go. One foul hit. That's good enough. Right, so let's add those back on. And let's move forward then into practice, which will be heavy rain apparently. Clear in qualifying, clear in the race. We'll see. That rain will inevitably bleed over into quali and the race. Tyre choice then. Tyre wears medium. I think the Ultras went as long as the Supers, I think, last time. I'm not sure on how many tyres we should take, so I'm just going to go for a nice even 6-5-4 kind of sliding scale sort of thing, and we'll see how it goes. Apparently, Vettel's now only content, even though he was delighted before. He's got the better brakes, better engine, better front wing, and then the Ricciardo will have Well, actually, hang on. I didn't even read that correctly. Ricciardo has the better brakes. He has the better engine. Ricciardo has the better front wing. Vettel, the gearbox. Rear wing, Ricciardo. Suspension. If I swap those around, is that any different? No, that's no different. Minus 12, apparently. How does that work out? I've literally given you the better engine, the better gearbox, and you seem happy just before. Right, he's just going to remain content for some reason. He was happy before, now he's only content. But either way, let's get into practice then. Right, going to start practice then, send them out on a quick little race trim on Ultras, even though that's a little bit backwards. But of course, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. Ultra again. I actually need to check the tyre levels and see what the tyre wear is like, but we'll bring them in quickly and check the setup first time round. Right, Ricciardo's in, Vettel's in. Right, it's looking pretty good there for Ricciardo. 1 excellent, 2 greats. What are the tyres saying, though? Those go 15 to 17, 15 to 17. Thought so. So the Ultras go the same distance, apparently. But I can't remember from last season if that was actually the case or not. I feel like it probably wasn't. Right, which way do you want to go about this, mate? I can't even tell at all which way you want to go. Going to try more oversteer and towards more top-end speed. No idea if that's going to be the case, but let's just go for an A-lap stint and then get that done. For Vettel, you do have some improvement to make, though. You're only on 91%, so maybe a little bit less downforce, maybe. A bit more top-end speed then, in that kind of logical way. And then a lot of oversteer, maybe, or understeer. I don't know. Let's try the other way for Vettel and go understeer. And we'll see about this top-end speed and downforce malarkey. Right, 8 laps. Again, Ultra is just going to trust the judgment, really. Off you pop, lads, doing your race trim and whatnot. Oh, God, it's starting to rain now. I forgot about that, actually. I literally saw it was going to rain earlier, and I forgot about the rain. So, going to bring them in and just check the setup then. No point running out on the wet track, on the dry tyres. But it's only for a little bit, actually, so it won't matter too much. Right. Handling pause. You want an oversteer, then. So, you do want oversteer. But both of you don't want top-end speed. You want acceleration. Fair play. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a weird session because it's going to rain again. And we only have a little bit of a dry spell coming up. So this is going to be fairly annoying to do. Going to send them out, race, trim. We'll just do Ultras again. I mean, if we're going to use them in the race, then we'll use them in the race. Ricciardo want to go the other way for the gearbox. But, yeah, I think we'll only get race trim level 3 and then maybe level 3 Ultras. And that'll be literally it for the entire weekend, I think, maybe. Right, race trim acquire. Going to bring them in now. We've got a little bit of time left, maybe. And it's only a little bit of dampness, actually. We could probably still go out there on the slower tyres and still work something out. So let's go quali trim and go on, well, what would we use, really? Supers or softs? Supers or softs? I'm going to say we might actually use soft tyres. Let's go on softs. Right, got level 3 on soft tyres and level 3 on the qualifying trim. So actually the rain did not actually affect things too much there. Pretty good, pretty solid running. That's what happens when you have Ricciardo and Vettel running around with good feedback there. It doesn't really matter if it rains a little bit in the session. We still got the job done. And setup is looking very good for Ricciardo. Looking okay, decent enough still for Vettel as well. Right, qualifying time then. Q1. Let's see how things go. Hopefully get through in one foul swoop. Doesn't look like there's any rain for now. So we'll go with the Ultra and the quali. I mean, that's the only knowledge we really have. It's not like we had Inters in terms of knowledge. So let's start qualifying. We'll wait a little bit. I want to check the weather though, because if I wait too long it starts raining, then I was screwed. But let's just make sure. But if we can just wait for the track grip to go up and then send them out for one lap, bang, into Q2, that'd be ideal. Track grip looks like it's going to go up and up and up, so I think we should be fine for rain, or no rain rather. Right, I'm going to send them out now on that set of, you know what, should I try and get through on supers? Should I even attempt that? Let's not. I don't feel like risking it. I don't know, something tells me it's going to be a close one this weekend, so let's not risk it. Right, Vettel comes through, and we are up into P4, looking good, P6, and that should be comfortably through. In hindsight, maybe could have gone on super softs, but I think we probably would have been quite close there with like round Norris, and that would have been a little bit nerve-wracking. Right, Q2 then. Is there going to be rain here? Don't know, but I'm going to send them out straight away just in case. Right, pops in a time 7/10 slower than Alonso there for Ricciardo. Vettel actually on the back foot there for some reason, so we'll see what's up with that. But hopefully that should be enough for the top 10 shootout. Let's see what Giovinazzi, Grosjean, Stroll. Yep, that's all slow enough. I think that we should be good. We've got 7/10s there. That's perfectly fine. I think we're good. Right, top 10 shootout, and what you know, it's raining now in Q3. Interesting. Okay, looks like it's going to be Inters. Let's send them out straight away because it's not raining as much right now. So, theoretically, probably the best time to go out then. So, go. So, at least we'll have now 3 spare, fresh sets of Ultras maybe for the Grand Prix. We'll see about that. Obviously, it could rain in the race now because if it's raining at the end of Saturday, could well be raining at the start of Sunday. So, we'll see about that. But these two side by side on their lap, that's not ideal, but there you go. Let's see, pushing each other along to go faster, and Vettel goes 6/10 faster there. And let's see how everyone else does. Alonso goes better by 4/10. Leclerc even better then. He's on ultras as well. Wow, what? He did a lap on ultras? Are you kidding me? Okay, very, very, very odd. Some people went better than me on ultras, and some people went slower than me on ultras. That's a little bit... I guess maybe Leclerc and Hamilton got on a perfect window, but now, you know what? It's going to be dry enough for an ultra running right at the end here. Right, Ricciardo starts his lap. He's in P8, so he desperately needs a better lap time here. Vettel is going to start his lap as well. Both on ultras. The track is dry. The track grip might not be too high, but still... Let's see. Hey, that rhymed a little bit, I just realised. Right, Verstappen goes better. Hamilton goes better. Everyone's taking better lap times. Ricciardo goes better. P7. Vettel, what can he do? 2 greens here. Cross the line. And it is P5 at the maximum. So we are on the back foot a little bit here on the grid. Hamilton, though, on pole. Surprising there. Beating the 2 Ferraris, because the Ferraris have been very dominant in qualifying so far. But fair enough. I only just realised also Raikkonen got in on the Sauber in P8. Fair play. Norris in the McLaren in P10. But we're P5 and P7. I'll take that. At least both ahead of the sponsor objective. That's at least something there. In the race, obviously, it's a different story. You know, we've won all 4 races of the season so far, and neither times have we looked particularly amazing in qualifying. So it's all about the race. That's where all the points are. So let's go out there and try and do a good job. If there is some rain, it could actually help us out. Right, so for the race start, we're locked in an ultras. Doesn't look like there's actually going to be some rain in today's race, so we'll see. But if the softs go... How long do the softs go? I think 22 laps, wasn't it? So 49. I think we honestly might use the softs quite a lot here. So I'm going to go for the soft tyre knowledge. I think we're going to use them quite a fair bit. Driver strategy, attack, overtake, overtake. Let's do this thing, boys, and let's see. Firstly, a good aggressive first stint, and then we'll see how it goes as we go to 5 red lights for the South African Grand Prix here at Cape Town. 5 red lights are out, and we're underway. Going to put these on auto there, save up some ERS straight away. It's a okay start for the guys, P7 and P8. So Vettel's gone down 1 position there, but at least they haven't lost a heap of time. Vettel comes back, though, up into P6 now. Ricciardo down the inside of the Red Bull and his teammate there actually tried it. Vettel now around the outside of the Ferrari of Alonso, who again has not done too well off the second round of the grid. Leclerc is in first place as Hamilton's lost it, and it's 3 wide between the Renault, McLaren and Ferrari there. So very nice technicolored little 3 wide moment there. We're up into P4. We tried to get P4, I should say, but Alonso defends well. But at least with P5 and P6 looking pretty good. Let's go conserve now as the tyre temps are shooting up. We need to try and protect these tyres a little bit. Right, Ricciardo and Vettel are doing battle. I feel like Ricciardo wants to try and overtake Vettel, but Vettel just has enough margin over him there. And he's actually been overtaken by Gasly now, Ricciardo has, as Vettel continues to try and close up on Alonso. We're doing some okay tyre temp stuff. Right, let's have a look here. How long do these go for? Another 9 laps. 20, right, 20, 29. Yeah, it seems about right. Okay, so if we go to lap 9, then we can ideally go to the end of the Grand Prix on a 2-stop with 2 sets of soft tyres. So that's the plan. Right, on lap 6, the tyre temps are down a little bit, so we're now on neutral, and Vettel is actually closing back a little bit to Alonso, and he's overtaken Alonso there. What on earth's going on with the Ferrari there of Alonso? He's got an issue or something like that, I don't know. Low fuel delta for Ricciardo, that's fine, don't worry. -1 lap is not a low fuel delta. We've had -2 before, we brought it back. Alonso, though, comes back at Vettel with ERS. Fair play, re-overtakes us there, so a little bit of kind of just faint glory there for us as Alonso gets us back, but at least the pace is good. Right, I think Gasly's going to pit. Any of these guys going to pit? Looks like Leclerc pit. Leclerc pit onto super softs. We're going to keep on going on. We're 31% there on the tyre wear. We're actually okay. Worn tyres apparently for Vettel. Keep going. We're actually on lap 10, so we've gone even longer than we needed to, really. So actually, you know what? Both the drivers push on like a stabbed rat and just rain the neck out of these tyres, because we know we're going to soft tyres next. Right, going to pit in, soft tyre, partition's fine, recharge the battery, pit stop fast, and in doing so, Vettel also used some ERS there, he got very close to Alonso. Going to pit in with a double stack for Ricciardo, and I just hope that's not too bad of a double stack, really. Pit, right, Vettel, where are you? Going to come in, Ricciardo's in as well. Oh, this might be a little bit close here, this might be a bad double stack. Right, quickly. Oh, okay, he lost a bit of time, just maybe a second or so. But still, that was okay. Right, we're at P8 and P9. Actually, it wasn't even that bad. He did lose a position there, Ricciardo, so fair enough. Right, I'm now going to use this time to save fuel. because we need to. And I also want to use some overtake mode later on. Right, so we're back out on lap 12. We're right behind Alonso. He's on ultras, so he's going for an aggressive, I would say maybe 3-stop, maybe. So I don't think we'll have the pace to overtake Alonso in this next stint, but that's fine. Patience is a virtue. On lap 13, we are doing a long stint, myself and Ricciardo. The rest of them all on a much more aggressive tyre strategy. So we just take it nice and easy, actually. Go conserve and neutral in between those two and just, you know, suss it out. Right, we move on to lap 19, 30 laps to go. Hamilton and Leclerc will probably be pitting very soon. We're P5, P6, looking pretty damn solid, but nowhere near the win at the moment here. Looking like finally maybe the Renault streak is going to be broken, perhaps. You never know. I don't know. This strategy still might pay off. I want to see where these guys come out once they make their pit stops. Because Hamilton just made his, actually. He's out ahead of us in P3. So, yeah, I think maybe, guys, the Renault streak is ending here at Cape Town. It always is a bit of a difficult one, Cape Town, along with Portugal. But we've kind of gotten used to Portugal as of late. But Cape Town proving still to be very difficult. Right, 25 laps to go in this Grand Prix. Still P5, P6. Leclerc's on to pit. He's out ahead of us. So, really, those guys had so much pace in those initial fast tyres that they've just got ahead of us. But they are going to make another pit stop. Maybe, I think. So that's the only thing I've got counting for me. And Verstappen pits. He comes out behind us. Alonso pit, though. And he came out ahead of us. So we're P4, P5 now. So I think, I don't know. I think we're racing Verstappen, really, it looks like. I think Alonso and Leclerc and Hamilton might be out of reach. Right, Ricciardo's going to pit earlier than Vettel here. Because he's actually got, he's been pushing a little bit harder than Vettel. Even though the tyre wear is a little bit iffy for Vettel. Going to continue on for one more lap here, and now pit on this lap. Soft tyre, park engine's fine. Recharge battery, fast pit stop, yep. Ricciardo had no mistakes, so that's good. We'll go on auto. We're out in P6 again, behind Verstappen, but we're on fresher tyres. He's on already worn supers off, so let's see about this. Vettel's in, 6/10 gain on that in lap, that's good. Please no mistake here. All good, no mistake. Lovely work, and we are just ahead of Ricciardo. That is very close. Very, very good. Very, very close. Ricciardo gained a lot there on that pit stop phase, I think. All right, lap 34. Verstappen, I got to say, surely he's got a pit. He's on that worn tyres. Half the tyre wear's gone on super softs. He's got a pit. So I think we should be able to get up into P4 and 5, I think. I hope. The podium, though, is looking unlikely. I think those guys have got a bit too much pace here around here. Finally, I think the luck and the good strategy just wasn't enough this time. Right, like, oh, hang on. Oh, God. For one split second, Leclerc pit, and I thought, okay, we're ahead of him, but now not anymore. I mean, he's got fresh tyres, so fair play. I don't know, maybe can we keep up with him at some kind of, I don't know, let's go overtake mode. Let's try and keep up with him if we can. Go on, Vettel. Keep going. You are staying with him a little bit, somewhat. Verstappen's going to pit soon, surely. Yeah, there he goes. Verstappen pits, so we're up into B4 now. Ricciardo is also past him. Yes, he is. Good stuff. Right, so only a couple laps to go in this Grand Prix. Hamilton is in first place. He's on supers, and he should go to the end of the Grand Prix, actually. Alonso second, Leclerc third. Obviously, we're P4 and 5. Verstappen is closing rapidly on ultras, though. He's right up Ricciardo's chuff, so I'm a little bit worried. We've also saved a mountain of fuel somehow, so I think we just did hybrid mode for a long time, so I'm just going to burn all that fuel then, overtake mode, and really push on then and try and keep ahead of Verstappen. Come on, Ricciardo, do it. He's got a form of 0, though. That's not good. How do you have a form of 0 in the middle of a Grand Prix? And he's been overtaken. That's great. How do you have a form of 0, man? You won the race last episode. Right, Ricciardo's got a worn gearbox and a worn engine, to be fair. So he's limping home to the end. But the next car is Ocon, who is miles away. So, Ricciardo, let's take this nice and easy there. High fuel. You've still got engine wear to burn, so actually go overtake mode. But take it nice and easy on the tyres and just get to the end of the Grand Prix, son. Meanwhile, Vettel is P4. Still got a chance to finish ahead of Verstappen, so I'm still pushing hard with him, trying to maintain this P4. Alright, final lap of the Grand Prix. Come on, Vettel. 19%. You should be good for that, son. You should be good. Fuel's good for you. Ricciardo, you're good as well in terms of fuel. Yes, you are. And also tyre wear. So we should be good. But unfortunately, guys, looks like that's the maximum today. Alonso wins it because looks like Hamilton made a last-minute pit stop. So Fernando Alonso wins the Grand Prix, and Ferrari finally get a win here this season. Hamilton second, Leclerc third, and Vettel will come home in P4. It's an avid attempt there, but finally the luck and the strategy was not enough. On pure pace, our car was finally beaten here in a Grand Prix, and we have not won it. P4, P6. Let's see. Let's find out what that means for the championship. I think that we're still okay, but definitely now is a good sign that we need to continue on and go deeper on the car development. I think we need to start developing the wings definitely quite a lot. Vettel P4, 6, so that's going to mean Vettel's ahead by 11 points, so the gap is closing a little bit there, so definitely have to buck up. It's not going to be a very easy ride this season, 3 wins in a row. It's still, if the others try and get wins whilst we get P4, it swings quite fast, and Ricciardo's down to P4 now. Constructors-wise, we're still 51 ahead, so Constructors a little bit more comfy than the drivers, but right, we've got some work to do now, boys. I think the season really starts now, because they're starting to play a bit of catch-up here. That's the first time the strategy wasn't clever enough, I guess you could say, to jump them, on pure pace and on track. So we're going to have to buck up then for next time out and just keep on improving. We're 2.9 in the bank. That's good to see. Obviously, got the new gearbox on the build, and next episode we'll build a brand new front wing and start developing that part of the car for the Canadian Grand Prix. But guys, if you did enjoy that episode, albeit, tougher times for this one in terms of results, but still positive, got that new gearbox, and at least we know where we are now. I think, we've got the capability of winning Grand Prix when we can get the strategy right and we can do something clever. If not, we're around P4 on the road. So, our car is the 4th best car on the grid. So, it seems about right. So, we'll continue to push on and try and improve. But, guys, if you did enjoy this one, like I said, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you are new around here, to subscribe for weekly F1 content. Actually, let me know. Do you guys agree with me? Do I need to start developing the front wing and the rear wing now? Or should I continue on with things like the engine or gearbox? Let me know. But, till next time, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.